Hey, you two. I'm here to talk about control. How y'all doing? Control what I got. I don't remember the words. People, I was watching Troy Allen a minute ago, and I see that there's another controversy about this people turkey hut, right? Hi, Fraser Laurie. Well, the Fraser, I guess I have to wait a minute before I can start running my mouth. But I was over there and I saw he was talking about this situation about these bonnets. Now, apparently, this people in Houston called the Turkey Hut. First of all, we want to celebrate that this young black couple, I mean, not young, I mean, they're youngish. Black couple have got a thriving business. They've got a good business called the Turkey Hut. Apparently, they're based in Houston. I don't know if it's one store or a chain of stores. Whatever it is, it seems to be that they are successful, right? But they have implemented this dress code. So when I put in my search engine Turkey Hut dress code, all the videos that came up were a year old. So apparently they implemented this a year ago and there was outrage in the community. They have not changed their policy. To me, this is bullshit, right? This I can understand the people saying, listen, because in most restaurants, they'll tell you you can't have bare feet in their restaurant, right? This has been for years and years and years. Nobody wants to be smelling feet when they're trying to eat, right? That is reasonable. These people, a lot of the ladies, when they out, whatever, they out partying, whatever, they'll wear this skimpy clothing. Baby, you don't have to like it. Is it still good? Whatever. I don't know why that song popped up. But the point is this, people. You can say that, listen, young lady, all of your stuff is exposed. You can't be in the restaurant. I can see if your titties are all out and your ass all out or whatever. But when you come to now you're going to decide what people are going to wear. Some people wear bonnets. Some women wear bonnets, and you ain't got to like it. And your customers ain't got to like it. You cannot determine what other people's style or their choice of fashion is. Y'all got too much on this damn dress code. You can say, don't come in here with your ass out, and it'll be perfectly fine. But to sit there and tell people that they can't wear a bonnet on their head, don't people in the South, the Texas is in the South, right? Don't they wear bonnets? So these people who run this restaurant, first of all, you're asking these people to patronize your establishment, right? They're giving you their money, and now you're going to determine what they wear. Now you can say, "Oh, there's kids in here. There's kids in here. You can't have your booty. I see your titties and all that kind of stuff, right?" But what the hell's that got to do with their head, their hair, right? You don't have to like something, baby, in order to treat people with respect. If they want to have their hair in a bonnet, they should be able to have their hair in a bonnet. That is not the same things as having your ass or your breast exposed. Correct? And even so, I saw these requirements that they have up there for what you must have on. People, that's fashion. I thought we lost that fight. I thought we lost the fight against men wearing sagging pants. Men were wearing sagging pants now. I've been in San Francisco for 30 years. They were wearing them at least 5 years before I got here. So that's for 35 years, these dudes have been wearing sagging pants. I've never liked it. I never thought it was fashionable, but it's not for me to determine what these people wear. You can't say, I don't like sagging pants, therefore you cannot eat in this restaurant. I don't like bonnets. So I personally don't like bonnets. So therefore, you can't eat in my restaurant because you have a bonnet on. People say, well, that's their business. That's their business. That's his Troy's opinion. And I have an opposing view. If you have a public establishment, you must serve everyone within reason, right? You can say, don't bring your gun in my restaurant, something like that, something reasonable. But you are not the fashion police, honey. And because of what you like, I mean, people will say, I don't like sagging pants. I don't like do-rags. I can't stand that do-rag. I don't like that look. But apparently somebody does because somebody wore it, right? And if you're serving a lot of young people and this is their fashion, no matter how you feel about it, as long as they're not being disruptive, they should be able to wear whatever the hell they want to wear within reason. So I don't agree. There's a young lady on there now, and I got to say, the girl who's caused this, refresh this controversy, she has a viral video going. She is gorgeous. She's a beautiful woman, right? But she happens to have a bonnet on her head. She says she just got her hair done, and she has a bonnet on her head. How in the hell is that provocative to anybody? Why, when your children can't see a bonnet? That doesn't make any sense to me. People, you having this business has gone to your head. Before you expand, you're going to have to accept that people like different kinds of shit. In my opinion, there was Miss Monique. She came out here dragging her ass out here about this bonnet shit. Oh, they in the airport. They got a bonnet on. Oh, I can't stand bonnets. That's not appropriate. But you don't get to determine. You don't get to determine what other people wear. Right? I don't like do-rag, but I can't tell nobody to unwrap their head because I don't like it. This is an example of when you have let something go to your head. You've let your success go to your head now. Now you want to control. And what's going to happen, I think, listen to me. Listen to me. What's your name? Turkey Hut. These people are, especially if you're open all night, and these people are coming in after the club and all that, you're going to cause more controversy, more disturbances in your restaurants because you've told people to get out of your restaurant because they got a bonnet on. Now, we know black people. I know, baby, you know how black people is, especially when they're in these crowds or you got these young people and people are turned up, they've been drinking and all this kind of stuff. And you're going to tell them you can't eat here because you got that bonnet, you got a bonnet on, or you can't eat here because your pants is sagging. Or I want to measure how far your pants is sagging and all this kind of shit, right? You can't eat here because you got to do right. You're going to cause more problems trying to control people. Now, apparently you've had this damn dress code. How you going to be a turkey leg hut and got a dress code, girl? We're not talking about five-star dining here. We're talking about a turkey shack, right? So I think they need to abandon this dress code of theirs, right? And they can put something like no shoes, no service. But you can't even determine if the house shoe, as long as their feet are covered, their toes is covered, you shouldn't be able to determine that, girl. You can't be trying to control people because you have a business. If you have a business, put it on private then. Make it a private club if you actually want to control what people wear. Right? I'm just saying. What y'all think? How y'all doing this morning? Good morning, people. What's going on? Spill it. No shirt, no service. A lot of them have that. No shirt has been on service. That's been in play for years and years and years. This thing here, if they weren't black people, we call them racist. Right? We would say you're a racist because you won't let me in your restaurant with my fashion. But because they're black people, we have to look at another thing. And I think this comes down to control. You're trying to control people. You're doing too much. Right? So anyway, the young lady, she's pissed off because she's been asked to leave this restaurant. And their excuse, I saw the couple on there who actually own the Turkey Hut. And they are on there giving this an interview. I guess it was when it first happened a year ago. Talking about, oh, there's kids in here. There's kids. Girl, ain't nobody getting turned on or being exposed to shit because you have a damn bonnet on your head. If you don't like bonnets, look away. You're supposed to be serving food. Why don't you do what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to serve food and collect these people's money. They say the neighborhood you're in is not even all that, girl. We see the restaurant ain't all that. It's in the strip mall. Shit. I'm not going to tell nobody pull their pants up. They tried that shit. They tried to stop people from sagging. They or we or whatever, older people. They try to stop people from wearing do-rags. They try to stop people from saying the word nigga. They've tried to stop and control everything and lost every battle. And I believe you, Turkey Hut, you're going to get a little publicity from this, but this is the right kind of publicity. Maybe you get a lot of church ladies come in there and say, that's right. You tell them. Don't come in here looking like that. Oh, I'm so offended. Oh, girl, I can't have my order of turkey legs. Girl, please. You're discriminating against people. My opinion. Hi, RJ Supreme. I got to start way up here and see what y'all say. Uh-huh. Happy New Year, people. Uh-huh. Hey, Nyhood. Mm-hmm. It don't make no sense. It's an unnecessary controversy. And you're trying to mix it all together, right? This is your version of whites only. No blacks allowed. Don't come in here with your black ass skin. Right? Controlling who eats in your public restaurant. You can't do it. No shirts allowed. You can't come in here with no shirt on. People ask you, everybody understands it. Can't come on here with no shoes on. Totally understandable. I guess she's a woman who's making these decisions. She says it's her husband who's making, I don't know if he's trying to impress her or whatever, but they want to now determine all of your clothing must meet their standard before you give them your goddamn money for what the product they're supposed to be serving. They're supposed to be in the business of selling food. They are not the fashion police. And if you don't want nobody in there who doesn't dress the way you like, then you should go private. Have a private club. A bonnet. What's the harm in a bonnet? I mean, we don't wear them in San Francisco, but I see it even here on YouTube. A lot of cities, it's a very common thing. A lot of people wear bonnets. I know in the South they wear bonnets. That's just being judgmental. Who said it was bad? Some people like it. They make them, don't they? Like they got some fine dining establishment. Girl, please. Serve something other than turkey legs then, child. Y'all be serving filet mignon. Filet mignon and do. Mm-hmm. They use the example some restaurants require you to wear a tie. Mm-hmm. Where you got to wear a tie in some restaurants. Those restaurants are serving meals that are worth $150 per person. They're 5-star restaurants, honey. Right? A man must wear a tie and all that shit, girl. That doesn't apply to chicken shacks or turkey shacks. You're doing too much. Tone it down. Turn it back. I assume that you want to grow your business. You don't need all this negative publicity out here. The woman seemed very aggressive about her views, and she blames it all on the husband. I guess they made that decision. Ain't nobody taking their shit off. They're going to get pissed off, and you're going to have a bunch of yelling, screaming in your restaurant, a bunch of police calling, a bunch of hollering, because people done came there, get out of their bed, come down to pick up some damn turkey legs, and then they got to have this controversy. You see how these fools act at McDonald's and Burger King online, right? Where you see these girls jumping over the counter and beating up the goddamn cashiers and all this shit. And you're causing all this controversy for what? Because you don't like bonnets. You're not doing these people a favor by serving them your turkey legs, honey. They're supporting your business. That's why you got a new Mercedes. To be so stubborn about it. A whole list, girl, a whole list of all of the things, the do's and don'ts to be in there to give them your money. It's only an opinion, people. Old people always they're gonna side with the people. Y'all call Monique because she can come there and advertise y'all turkey legs, child. Because she don't like bonnets either. That went over real big. A bonnet? Oh no, says Eugenia White. Eugenia White. Happy New Year, Spill It Girl TV. How you doing, Spill It Girl? We got a Spill It boy and a Spill It girl. Mm-hmm. I live in the area. They need a better location to even begin to enforce a dress code. Out here in the hood, honey. Oh, you can't come in. What do they think of Studio 54? Oh, you can't come in. Oh, you don't meet our requirements, girl. They get turkey legs. Isn't it like a fast food kind of joint? The girl said, I got to say, the girl is gorgeous. But the girl said She was just there to pick up her. Y'all see it. It's a very video going viral right now of this girl who is insulted because these foods won't serve her because she has on a bonnet. She already ordered that damn food. So what they do? Throw it out on the street? She can't even pick it up with a bonnet on her head. That is so stupid. It is an unnecessary argument. And you are black people. The fuck? In the hood. It's just a matter of choice, honey. Let people be people. You're in the food service business. They ain't in there barefoot. They ain't in there with the shirt off. Their titties ain't out. You can't see the nipple. You can't judge it. You just got to say, well, I don't like that look. And then you go to the store and you buy what you like. And you put what you like on your body. Refusing people's service. I don't think it's all that much different than refusing people's service or the color of their skin. You're still refusing people's service based on some damn prejudice you have. It is a damn shame. Sometimes you can't get these poor people. They got to work, honey. They got to understand. They get a little power, honey, and they go crazy. They have a right to serve whoever, though. Most of them say we have the right to refuse service to anyone. Now, if the girls are coming off the poles and they still got on these stripper girl outfits, girl, and they come in there and they got ass and titties out, then you have a right not to, we have a right not to serve you. But it's within reason. You can't be deciding how somebody does their hair or what they might consider a bonnet fashion. I bought it and put it in my goddamn head. Now you tell me I can't get a chicken sandwich, girl, or a turkey sandwich because I got a goddamn bonnet on and you don't like bonnets? What the fuck is the thing about bonnets, girl? Bonnets are not erotic. Whatever. I guess they have to learn the hard way. They're gonna have to learn the hard way. Y'all gonna have to go down there to that damn turkey leg hut and you're gonna have to pick it. And when you hit them in the pocketbooks, baby, that's the only thing some people understand is when you hit them in them pocketbooks, we think that your policy is unreasonable. We are supporting your business and we are being refused based on your idea of what is fashion and what is acceptable. You don't get to decide that, girl. Do you tell all them D-boys too to pull their pants up and they got to wear a belt? What they do, go out on the street and buy a belt or tie a string around your pants and all that? You're going to determine everything based on your prejudice. You can't have a public business if you're going to be so prejudiced, girl. There are laws, I guess they are laws, and I don't know if they're national or whatever. So certain things you can refuse. If they come in there cussing your ass out, or these people, these wild ass people jumping over counters and all that kind of shit, absolutely. You have a right not to refuse them service. If they coming in there stinking to high heaven and they got rags on and they only want a cup of water, you have a right to refuse them service. But because they have a bonnet on their head, honey, you do not have a right to judge that. Not and refuse people's service. That's my opinion. I would be pissed off about it, even though I don't have an opinion about a damn bonnet. I never think about what is there to discuss, girl. People do what the fuck they want to do with their head. You don't like braids? Is that next? You don't have, I don't like plaits. There no plaits in here. Nobody gonna be served without plaits. What's gonna happen is people are gonna take you to okay, oh, my bonnet is not welcome in this restaurant, and neither am I. Right? And they're gonna have to stand up. In these modern times, they're gonna stand up online. So I hope you man and woman who own that restaurant, I hope y'all paying attention to social media because that is the voice of the people. If you have something that is so unpopular, then you need to correct it. Why? Because these are your customers. You guys don't like that? I mean, let's talk about it. Here's what we think. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we can just correct that part in there. We're not going to determine what you have on your head, honey. Are you going to say anybody with a bald head can't eat here? Be quiet, Squeenie. I'm trying to concentrate. If you have a classy upscale business, then it's within your right to enforce the dress. A classy upscale business called the Turkey Hut, girl. Classy upscale. Y'all kill me with this shit. Charles Dawson, you in Houston, right? Tim, I live about 10, 15 minutes from the turkey leg hut here in Houston. I've eaten there. I believe the new dress code is due to black clientele. It seems kind of racist to me. And they black people. And national recognition they have now. Okay. So you think they might just be trying to grow up some controversy for publicity? Is it a publicity stunt? It went up. Let me go over here and do it. My little check. I'm gonna do a perimeter check and see what the hell's going on here. I'm gonna see if this girl is actually going viral with this thing. Turkey. I'm putting in turkey leg. But first thing pops up is dress code. Okay, let's go there. Let's hear a little bit of this. This is when it first started. They implemented it.
The Third Ward's Turkey Leg Hut is getting national attention this weekend after controversial dress code. Fox 26's Chelsea Edwards tells us why the popular restaurant is now in the hot seat.
Turkey Leg Hut was trending nationwide on Twitter after posting these new dress code rules. Some say it alienates their customers. Others say it's about time. Turkey Leg Hut draws in crowds from across the nation with its famously stuffed legs. That's what the restaurant says it wants to see less of in this dress code posted Friday that excludes bonnets and exposed undergarments and states all body parts must be completely covered.
Makes your meal much more pleasant. You had to change your clothes.
Critics cooked up social media jokes featuring black tie and Amish attire as the new requirement, but others accused the restaurant of kicking out the same fan base that made them popular, even calling the owners racist.
We're a restaurant and we're not a club, let alone a strip club.
The restaurant says its family-friendly atmosphere has been taking a hit during the return to summer fun, with some customers complaining about what was hanging out at the table next to them.
As we see, people coming in with pants all the way below the bottom of their derriere. We see, women coming in with nothing but exposed butt and thigh.
They also say the first post was a draft not meant to be published. It was replaced with this list that prohibits excessively revealing clothing.
It was not implemented to change our image. We still like to have a good time, but at the same time, it's an environment where there are...
Girl, what do people say? No weaves in here. We don't like weave. We don't think it's clean. Because you're wearing a long, luxurious weave. That's what you like to wear, right? What if you just said we don't allow weaves in here? We don't like it. It's dirty. It ain't got nothing to do with your titties. It ain't got nothing to do with your ass. But we don't like what's on your head either. You went too far with this bullshit, right? And what I think what should happen is your community needs to stand up and be heard. We feel like this is unreasonable, and we're requesting a meeting with the owners, and let's talk about it. And then you need to redo that list to appease your customers. The customer's always right. Apparently don't fly with y'all. And then when she was doing her interview with her husband, she's sitting up there with Daisy Dukes on, girl. I said, well, goddamn, you ain't had nothing but 1 more inch on your drawers or trousers or pants or whatever the hell you call it, right? She's a glamour girl. Mm-hmm. But I think you hit on something, Charles Dawson, when you said it got national recognition. That was only one news thing that I showed you guys, but there's a whole page for when they implemented this thing last year. They had this big controversy, and the controversy went viral, right? So they're not backing down. And what you have to do in order to deal with people like that, you have to say, no, we're not going to accept this. And we stop eating at your restaurant. That's it. That's the end of it. It's over, baby. You're selling skillets. You're selling pots and pans. You're laying people off. Why? Because the people are not bringing their money. They say, I don't even like bonnets. But my daughter, if she wants to wear a bonnet, she should be able to do that. Then they switch all over to all this nakedness, which has got nothing to do with the top of your head. Whatever. A whole year, honey. Now she gonna stir it. They're gonna stir it up again. So, ladies, when y'all go viral about this shit, it brings them business. Apparently, it's free advertisement. That's what happened last year, and they became more popular because of the online presence of a viral video. Black people, we need to get over this bullshit. We get so bougie, honey, that we want to put down everybody else. Why are you putting the people down? Didn't they make you the turkey hut? Who was buying your food, girl? It sounds like you're not in that greater neighborhood. I mean, you're in a black neighborhood, child. Who made your turkeys so in demand? Your turkey legs. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I've said what I had to say. I think that you're going to have a lot of unnecessary loudness in there, a lot of people pushing back in the restaurant, a lot of drunk people going off after they with a crowd, right? And you're going to tell some woman that you got to take your hat off. So what's she supposed to do? Go sit in the car? She came with other people. So do you throw them all out because what has a bonnet on? Why are you mixing the bonnet up with the Daisy Dukes, girl? It got him a controversy. I'm sure they say, oh, look at everybody talking about it. Everybody talking about it. Oh, wait a minute. Everybody talking about it. Hold on a minute. That was just one story. Let me take it back. Okay. And then, okay. Dress code turkey hut. That was a year ago. I'm on right now. Turkey leg hut enforces new dress code. Let's listen to one more.
On June 2nd, the famous Turkey Leg Hut, known for their stuffed Cajun turkey legs, released a statement via Instagram stating that there is now a strict dress code policy. Hey Houstonians and visitors global, I'm Zenaria Bones. I'm on the corner of Alameda Road where the famous Turkey Leg Hut restaurant is located. Here today I am talking to a couple residents and visitors who traveled just to come to Turkey Leg Hut today to hear that there has been a new dress code policy enforced.
It's actually easy. Do I think it was fair and just? No, because there were people that came in that were way more revealing than myself, and I was actually told that I needed a t-shirt. But then other people came in that were way more revealing than myself, and I don't think it's fair. But if you're gonna hold a dress code, that's cool. But all people need to be, anybody that's working for you, need to be on the same page.
Respect the restaurants need to set boundaries. All things considered, it is a family restaurant, and if they want to maintain their business that way, then it makes sense. There are plenty.
No, it's too blanket, baby. It's too blanket. So in other words, if a church lady comes into the restaurant with her grandkids, you mean to tell me that her head has to be covered as well as the hoochie mamas that you're criticizing? I'm just saying. You would tell grandma, get your ass up out of here. You got your head is we want your head covered. A lot of religious people, they want it uncovered. They don't want to see your hair. Cover your hair up. They want to make sure it's covered. It's exposed. It's too blanket, and you should not be enforcing something like that. And then when you don't enforce it, you're going to make the people who you did enforce it against go insane. Why in the fuck is she sitting over there and she got one on? You didn't bother her. And then the hoochie mama said, listen, if she can wear one, I can wear one. I'm coming in. Fuck you, motherfucker. All that stuff gonna get going, girl. You're right in the hood, honey. What you expect? Anyway, kids can handle a bonnet. I'm not criticizing the whole, all their whole dress code, although they put it on Instagram, right? So they want everybody to know they're working the system for publicity, honey. Why you got to put it on Instagram? Couldn't you just put it on your door? I am ignoring y'all. Bless. I'm so sorry. So sorry. In the new year, you don't like bonnets? Don't wear one, honey. Shit. I live in the area. They need a better location to enforce this dress code. Okay. Half of the restaurant is in a tent outside. Y'all going to enforce the outside too? Lord have mercy. Yep, 35 years, Spill It Girl TV. Hi, dog, Liquor Kim. Happy New Year. They can't wear a bonnet to pick up to go orders as well, child. What was the hoochie mamas wearing? Bonnets or something? What in the hell does the bonnet have to do with it? That's what I don't understand, child. Actually, there are laws that say your employees supposed to wear a bonnet when they're cooking, when they're around food. Your chef has to have a bonnet on his head, right? So y'all go out into the restaurant and say, no, is it unsanitary somehow or other? Girl, that weave you've been wearing for 6 months. Anyway. Go mix it all in together and just start putting any kind of damn thing on there. Y'all gonna tell some of them brothers who done came there with their girlfriend and their child to take off their wave cap, and then he gonna go off. Y'all gonna have police around the goddamn place. Why is there always police here? I think that's a much less desirable, right? If you want to be a 5-star restaurant, honey, first of all, you need to change the name. You can still keep turkey legs on your menu, but don't call it the Turkey Leg Hut. It sounds too much like Pizza Hut, right? It sounds like a fast food restaurant. And as someone just said in the chat, most of your restaurant is outside, child. Right? If you want to be a 5-star restaurant, you got to get tablecloths, right? You got to put something besides turkey legs, turkey necks, and turkey backs on that damn menu, girl. You're gonna have to put some fine chandeliers up in there, child, before you start demanding things. No shirt, no service. That's where I picked it up at, right? Anything with a hut didn't have a dress code. Y'all gonna make the chicken shack, that's gonna be dress code only. With all the problems in the world, child, y'all want to start unnecessary controversies. I'm telling you, if you were white, we'd be picking in your ass, saying that you're racist because somebody can't wear a bonnet in your restaurant. But you're just judgmental. Don't let the money go to your head, honey. You need to have a town hall and have your customers come in there, give them a free meal for the day. Y'all can sit down and talk about it. Why is this necessary? Is the part about the bonnet, is that necessary? Does that have anything to do with titties or booties or naked or bare feet or bare-chested men? Or is this just your judgment? You don't like the way it looks. It's not erotic. I think if I'm out there trying to be a hoochie and I'm trying to be sexy and I'm wearing revealing clothes and bras that show out and all this kind of stuff, I got Daisy Dukes on, all that. The last thing in the world I want to do is put a bonnet on my head to be more sexy. Well, some people will agree with her, and some people, and I'm sure that they probably had problems, people coming in after the club and all that kind of stuff, and all kind of a tar. You got to accept that. Look, that's what young people do, honey. When I was young, they used to wear not mini skirts. They had on micro mini skirts. We want you to see everything, right? That was the fashion, honey. You got to sit it out. Trying to control it, it never works, child. People still sagging their drawers. Sometimes I see these guys, they be running and they holding their pants up. They done stole something, child, and holding their pants. I said, God damn, wouldn't it be easier to put your pants up and put your belt on if you're gonna be in there stealing? No. I gotta say and hold all my stakes in the other hand, child, and run. No, man. I don't understand it, child. But I can't control it. I can't control what these people do. You ain't got no business. You ain't got no. What, can I come on here on YouTube? This is my business. Can I tell y'all what you got on? Turn that camera on. I want to see what you got on. Is that next? Why am I having such a hard time reading? Let me make my screen bigger so I can see better. There you go. Spill it, girl. Yes, it definitely caters to young people. Well, that's the big answer right there, right? You trying to tell, you're going to have problems. I'm telling you right now. I know how black people is, honey. You're going to have problems, unnecessary problems, trying to control what these young people wear. You accept it or not accept it, honey. Especially when it ain't got nothing to do with being sexual. It ain't or nothing. There's nothing erotic about a bonnet. It's just a choice of somebody what somebody wants to wear. Y'all remember Monique? She went in the airport. Oh, it's disgusting. I can't believe they got bonnets in the airport and all that. How the hell are you gonna tell somebody else about what they put on their head, girl? Right? Spill it, girl. You know you're gonna have your blonde hair. You're gonna have your blonde wig. It don't make no damn difference what Tommy's talk to my or anybody else think about it. God damn it, I bought it. It's mine. I'm putting it on my head. And I'm not changing it because I want a turkey sandwich. They're setting themselves up to have to move. So whether you were prepared to move or not, y'all gonna have to move up to some other location. Hey? People gonna get resentful. They're gonna not like you personally. They're gonna think you're stuck up. You got an attitude. And it's just wrong. If you think about it, it doesn't make any sense. It's wrong. I don't like bonnets. I don't look at it. That's right, RJ Supreme. I'm indifferent. I could care less what you put on your head, honey. It's your head, it's your bonnet. God damn it, you bought it. Forcing your views. I don't need to force my views on everybody else. That's just that woman's choice. That's just what she likes, honey. She says he one made a decision. They're talking about two different things. They're talking about people coming in there practically naked, which is what they do. When you're in Houston, don't it get real hot in Houston? It gets real hot, honey. Ain't nobody coming there. Everything got to be covered. Cover everything. Long sleeves. It's going to be long sleeves. I couldn't believe it. When I see all them in the interview, she's sitting there with Daisy Dukes on. Being fabulous and flawless and all this old stuff, child. That's what happens when you have a public establishment. The law says you got to serve everybody, child. Didn't we go through all that shit back in the, what was it, in the 40s? No blacks allowed. Then the government said, no, listen here. If they have the money, you have to serve them if you're going to have a public business. How's it so different? Hi, Elaine. I wear a bonnet to and from my car when it's humid to protect my hairstyle. A lot of people do that. A lot of these dudes gonna tell them I wear a do-rag because I got a do. There's a do up under this thing, you know. How's that gonna affect the kids? That's your judgment. You think it looks low life in your low life ass neighborhood, child. I mean, ain't nobody neighborhood low life. I'm just saying, where a lot of the young people are wearing all this kind of shit, child. You don't like it. So I can say I don't like long fingernails. You can't come in here with long fingernails. People, I hope y'all not going to draw so much attention on yourself that one of these agencies take an interest, because I hope that your employees are wearing bonnets. Because actually a bonnet is more sanitary when you're working around food. So it's sinful in the audience or in the restaurant, but then it's holy when you're back there. Is that how it's going to work? Just take it back. People could say, listen, we made a mistake. We love you guys. We're glad. We're happy for your patronage. We're glad you come here. You support this restaurant, and we're going to change that. Right? We don't want you in here naked. We're asking you to be respectful. It's a family restaurant, right? And then just hope that the vast majority of people do not dress that way, right? But we're not going to come over there and tell you to take something off your head. And when you with a group of people, we're not going to send you back to your car, right? What do they do? Everybody changes in the trunk. Honey, people wear a bonnet to go to the grocery store. I don't feel like doing my hair. I don't feel like fucking with it. So I put a bonnet on and I go to the grocery store. Some people want to make a video. I don't want to be bothered with it. I just put a bonnet on my head and that's it. Or some people just like the way it looks. I'm comfortable. And as a fashion or as a style, it'll just pass. You got to wait for it pass, girl. That's all you can do about it. There ain't nothing you can do about it. But you got to say, you got to read between the lines. Look at all this publicity they get from this stuff. They must have had 30 videos on here about the turkey leg controversy last year. Let's see if this girl can stir up some more. Some people will go down there just to make videos now. I agree with the owners, says Shakira. Out there looking like a hoochie mama. That's got nothing to do with a bonnet. That's just a personal choice. It is not the same thing as exposing your body parts. Dress code. Child, put a little sign on your door like a million other restaurants in the United States. No shirt, no service. No shoes, no service. And that's basically what they do there, girl. All this others is racist ass shit about you going now. They can't have no do-rag. They can't have no bonnet. They can't have no sagging pants. Their pants must reach the top of the back, above the bum, below. Girl, you can't control that kind of thing. It's wrong to even try to control it. And it's no different than what the racists did to us. Said we couldn't take the black off. Wilson had his own bonnet. He called it Ernest. Lord have mercy. Y'all better be careful. They be coming for your wigs next. They want to control people. You ain't control people. You just a restaurateur. You're here to serve the public, honey. And if you check your email and see what is the public feeling on this issue, I bet you're going to find a lot more to say they have no right to do that. Then say, I'm with them. I'm with them. I don't want to see I want to see the top of your head. I must see your head. Take your bonnet off so I can see your head. Does it matter if the hair is combed then? Or is it have to be a certain style? Some of them heads are in a condition where you would want them to have a bonnet on. You say, girl, that looks so much better than what we were working with before you took it off. Would you please hit the like button? Thank you. Thank you, Elaine. See, we say, please hit the like button. You didn't say, you better hit that goddamn like button or you're out of here. It's not how you talk to people. Look at my mouth. I ain't looking sexy today. They told me my lips got to be covered before I come up in there. Sexy. What y'all think? Let me see. Okay, one thing for sure, prior to the dress code, if you went to the turkey leg, you were going to see plenty of hoochie and street types of dress style. So maybe in the neighborhood, things got out of control now, and the hoochies took over, girl. Now, there was another controversy around the same time about some guy. He didn't want nobody in his restaurant. He's a brother too. Twerking and carrying on. Well, that's reasonable, you know. You know what twerking clothes look like. They'll come out of the club and get high and all on his tables and stuff. I mean, that's totally acceptable that he would be upset. No twerking in here, right? That's different. But I think the bonnet thing is unreasonable. I agree with no shirt, no shoes, no service policy. I agree with that. I don't look at your stinking ass dirty feet. Shit. Just walking with, if you walk with no shoes on, your feet are filthy. It does something to the appetite. If you got triceps and biceps, people can't enjoy their meal. They're over there looking at them arms. Ooh. But you don't want your child to see a bonnet girl, please. What's your name? Morky Mom? Morky Mom 53. Now we understand also that some of you mothers are here. You're trying to teach your girls not to wear bonnets and things, and your sons not to wear the sagging pants. You don't want them to wear do-rag. So really, you're gonna jump in on this. I agree. But really, you're talking to your child. Thank you, Winter Rose, for a super chat. Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. I don't believe you had no dress code, no goddamn chicken shack, or no turkey huts, or pizza huts, and all that kind of stuff, child. This is, y'all know this is directed towards the women, right? Because this also say you can't have no do-rags and sagging pants in there. But primarily, this is directed towards the women. This woman, she wants to determine what looks good on you. Oh, finally, someone agrees with me. S-Child, number 5. Exactly, Tim. That's right. Right is right, wrong is wrong. No matter how you feel about it. You ain't got to like everything, girl. For a while, they had these they had a fashion, all the gay men, a lot of black, they call them snow queens, but a lot of black guys would dye their mustache blonde, right? Brown hair, brown eyebrows, brown everything, except for the mustache would be blonde. I didn't like the way it looks, but you can't tell it's where you have to have your mustache a different color because I don't like it. No, it was around for a couple of summers, and then that was it. You got to just let it pass, honey. That's typical dress in the hood. I guess they're going to change the hood. No, you got to leave the hood, honey. Y'all should be stacking enough money where you can at least have another location where you can go and have tablecloths and carrying on. You are missing the point about the bonnet. It's not because they are sexy. They are tacky and low vibrational. L7, we got to stick with you for a minute, baby. Okay. L7 says that I am missing the point about the bonnet. It's not because they are sexy. They are tacky and low vibrational. Okay, so who gets to determine what is tacky and low vibrational, L7? Are you the person? Is this man and woman, are they the fashion police for the whole city of Houston? Because obviously the people who bought these bonnets, they don't think that they're tacky or low vibrational. That is your judgment, right? And some people, they want something that is specific to their hood, whatever. In other words, I know that these white folks don't like my pants pulled down, right? But I'm not dressing for them, right? So they are intentional about their dress. I like having something different, right? Why is it a bonnet so different than a weave? Or what do you call it? When you put the hair on, a wig. Are they in charge also of who wears wigs? I'm just saying. Tommy Sotomayor made a whole business out of it. It's all he talked about for 10 years. Weave and all that kind of too. So I don't agree with you, L7. You can't say what is tacky and low vibrational. That is your judgment, right? This is what the young people want to wear. This is what they want to wear. Old people too. Because next they'll be coming for you. And what they don't like about you, you got on that red lipstick. Jezebel spirit. It all changes, honey. Everything must change. Nothing and no one stays the same. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the sky. Something, 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 something. And hummingbirds do fly. Let it pass. Those people are going to grow up and they're going to have children, and they ain't going to be out there with their ass out. They're going to get in marriages, and their husband going to say, you ain't going to be out there looking like that, baby. Not married to me, right? They'll grow up and they'll change, but they have to do that in their own time, baby. Right? So don't think that I'm judging these people because they don't want naked people in the place, or they don't want people dancing on their tables, or they don't want people with their stinking ass feet all up in the restaurant, or they don't want people coming in there with no shirt on. Those things are what you call reasonable. When you throw in the bonnet is when you start to fuck up. I don't know what else was on the list. I'm sure wave caps is on the list, and these pants is on the list, and all this kind of stuff. All right, go ahead. Put your boxing gloves on and go ahead and enforce it. Right? Oh, what they have? What's going on over there? What's going on over there? Oh, girl, they throw her out. They said she got that thing on her head. That thing is more sanitary than that thing you got on your head. Do I get to determine what that looks like to me? If I open a restaurant then can I determine what is tacky and low vibrational? You only say it's tacky and low vibrational because they're black people. If white people were wearing these bonnets, or if white people were wearing this whatever, if white people were doing it, you wouldn't consider it tacky and low vibrational. It's only tacky and low vibrational because they're wearing them in the hood. Right? That's being judgmental, baby. I'm sorry. I can't get with it. No bonnets in my establishment. Take that damn helmet off. Take elsewhere. Oh my goodness, Linda. Lord have mercy. Control. And not all black people walk around in bonnets in the street. That is ridiculous. Baby, not all black people walk around. Let me read this. Linda says, not all black people walk around in bonnets in the street. That is ridiculous. No, the vast majority of black people don't walk around with bonnets in the street, right? What we're saying is, or at least what I'm saying is, they still have a right to do it if they want to do it. I can't determine what they wear. This is what I'm saying. It's only tacky because you're associated with being black. I'm sorry I have to say that, but that's what it is. If black people, whatever they're wearing in the hood, you identify that as being tacky and low vibrational, right? It's your judgment. I don't, says Brandy. Well, I don't either. I ain't never had no bonnet on, but I defend your right to have it if you want to have it. I don't think that's the same thing as wearing pants that are cut all the way through your ass crack. And also, when you have these kind of things, if you go to a 5-star restaurant and they're requiring you to have a tie on before you go and give them your $150 for your one meal, they also have ties there in the establishment. You understand? If you go to one of these 5-star restaurants and their dress code is you have to have a tie in the restaurant, it applies to everybody, right? They have a whole rack of ties which they can offer you. So if you're going to say no bonnet in the restaurant, then are you going to what would you supply for that? Would you give them wigs? I'm just saying. You tell them that they can't be served. Even this young girl here, she had already ordered the food. She's just there to pick it up. So what do you do? I don't try to understand. Go wait in your car and we'll bring it out to you. Correct? You're going to determine that they can't have a bonnet. You have to supply something. So you can't supply another bonnet, which would be the most sanitary thing, right? You don't know what them people's head looks like underneath their bonnet. Are you going to provide hairdressers? I'm just saying. There's Gucci in the hood too. That's right. A lot of them high fashion people, and Tommy Hilfiger and them people, they didn't want you to catch on in the hood, right? That's a different market. Oh, it's low life. It's low life to have Tommy Hilfiger because the blacks is wearing it. They didn't want that. They wanted to stay high end. They only said it was hoochie because black people were wearing it. So right now, people are wearing Gucci, this Bishop Whitehead type attire with all these Gucci signs all over it, right? They don't like that. It was never intentional. Until Gucci finally had to say, okay, well, we'll partner with this guy in New York. And then they endorsed him making all these label clothing. It's a different market, but it's still a big market. Just because it's sold in the hood don't make it low life, honey. Actually, some of the people in the hood are much more creative than when you get to be so bougie and plain and Brooks Brothers. You know, they tend to be very creative with their clothing. The hip hop generation, if they can afford it. Mm-hmm. You are wrong, Timothy Blaine. Oh, this is L7 again. L7, doesn't that mean square? Wait a minute, I'm not being funny. But L7, at least from at our age, L7 was a square. So just by your name, you're saying that you are a square. You don't want anything to be hip hop, period. It's not because they're black. It's about knowing the time and place to wear a that is a judgment, L7. No, you can't determine that for other people. Do-rag, pajama bottom, just come in any kind of way, girl. Do-rag. What is them? I think girls got on house shoes, girl. Why don't you eat your goddamn meal? That's what I would say, honey. You came here to eat. You didn't come here to look at me, right? If thine eyes offend thee, pluck them out. Therefore, it's much easier to go through life with no eyes than to walk through life admiring sin, seeing sin. So, okay, if you see sin and the sin offends you, this is from the Bible, you say it's God. Pluck them out. I don't see nobody with the eyes plucked out around here, church. It's sinful. Why don't you just take your ass somewhere else then, girl? Get your hamburger. Must you have these? These must be some hell of turkey legs, child. It's about having some basic decorum, says L7. L7, how old are you? All I'm saying is, baby, we ain't got to like it. Eat your food, pay for your food, sit down with your family, enjoy your company of your family. Stop scanning the restaurant for what you can judge. Get that old Baptist look on you. Nasty girl. Cover up your clothes. Put your clothes. You know, they used to go around the church pulling people's clothes up, pulling their skirts down, girl. I had a friend of mine, the people, there was this woman on the stage. She's a transgender woman, honey. And she had her breasts. I mean, the twins were in performance, honey. And right when they came off the stage, girl, she gave her a sheet and started wrapping around her neck. Wrapping the sheet around her neck. Lord have mercy. You were in the house of God. And we don't want to see your titties. We are distracted. Well, why are you distracted? I'll say, honey, if I'm that holy, girl, I'm taking my family to Chuck E. Cheese after church. We ain't going down there to the hood table. I mean, to the, what do you call it? To the hood, the turkey hut. Them old gals be down there. Old fast. My mama used to call them fast. Don't be down there with them fast tail gals. That's what she tell my sisters. She tell them that the means is dogs and them other gals is fast tail gals. I said, Mama, why they fast, girl? They just wearing mini skirt. Poor teenagers. Teenagers got to hide the clothes they want to wear in their backpack, and then go and change clothes at their friends' go to school, right? But you got to leave this house correct. I want to see you looking right. So we understand where they coming from, child, but that's on you. They ain't on everybody. Hey, thank you, RJ Supreme, for super chat. America loves black culture, not black people, right? Yeah, they're culture vultures. They'll say, well, we so low life everything. Next thing you know, they got it on. Y'all remember when sagging came out? Only black teenagers, really, but young men too, were wearing sagging their pants, right? Then you saw, at least here in San Francisco, white kids start wearing it, Mexican kids start wearing it, Chinese kids start wearing it. Now everybody wearing it. So now it ain't so low life no more. What was the difference? All the hoodlums is wearing it. Y'all remember the situation with tattoos? I can remember a time when tattoos were generally wore by almost always white people, and always not the higher class white people. It was like a lot of bikers type people wore tattoos, gangbangers wore tattoos, prison inmates wore tattoos, but it was never in the higher. But now everybody wears tattoos, including the pastor and his wife. Everybody wears tattoos, right? But then before, you would say, oh, that says tacky. Oh, that's so low life. Oh, that's low class. Oh, she got a tattoo, right? Everything must change. Ooh, nothing and no one ever stays the same. I don't live in the hood, and these damn bonnets are everywhere. All you're going to do by complaining about them is make them more popular, right? Because people, they want to be, they want to piss you off. They like it. You don't like it, therefore I do like it. And I'm going to wear it. How you like that? They don't say B word and various kind of things. Y'all create this damn bonnet controversy because nobody cares, really. But if you look at, pay attention on YouTube, you'll see that people in the South wear bonnets. It is just a fashion, right? It just is, honey. If I'm getting ready to go cut my grass and I feel like I want all that grass and shit in my head, what's wrong with you wearing a bonnet, honey? It's my house. If I want to leave and go pick up me some milk and bread, I might just jump in my car and go get me some milk and bread, girl. Therefore, I got a bonnet on. You gonna spend an hour doing my hair? Or am I locked in my house until after I do it right? I got to do the makeup right. I got to do the hair right. I got to do my nails. I got to do my toenails. I got to do everything to come out there and buy your turkey leg sandwich. Seven, I agree. L7, I agree, Mr. Rick says. Oh, all my friends are against me. They say, I agree. He's missing it. He's missing it. Baby, how are y'all determining that a piece of rag on your head is tacky, though, and low vibrational? That's a judgment you have, right? You can imagine how some of these white folks and black folks, how they talk, they think like that boy over there, right? Because there was a time people wore all natural hair. Now a whole lot, a huge chunk of women wear weaves or wigs, right? A lot of people don't like your wig. They ain't gonna say it to your face because it's your head and it's your wig, honey. You ain't gotta be turned on about everything you see. The ladies are disagreeing with me. I better get my ass up out of here. Thank you again for the super chat, RJ. Unc, it sounds to me like the wife caught the husband cheating with sister with a bonnet, if you ask me. Oh, you saw the same interview I saw there. Right. She says that it was his show. It was him. He's the one that said it. He's the one that said it. Well, he added in the bonnet part, right? Maybe he likes women in bonnets, child. So she said, no bonnet. I don't like no bonnets. I can't stand them bonnets. Don't bring them bonnets in here. You bring your personal life. You have a public business. You have to serve people, honey. That's all I'm saying. And don't mix it in with everything together. It's low life and low vibrational. Mm-hmm. Now let somebody like Madonna come on stage with a bonnet on. Then all of a sudden, and believe me, it is just that simple. You get a couple of celebrities to wear a bonnet, then all of a sudden it is the fashion. They can turn fashion. They can establish their trend. They call them trend setters, right? Y'all stuck on this damn trend with this damn bonnet thing. You're only making it more important, girl, more significant, making people want to do it, to be in whatever the word is. But if celebrities start doing it, you change it, right? If black people like a certain designer, like they're doing Gucci now, and what's some other Bochi, Kamochi, and all that kind of shit, Joe, they just take that, right? They take that and make it their own. Then all of a sudden it's low life. Sorry, you outnumbered. That's right. Okay, sorry you outnumbered, but she should be able to pick up a takeout in a bonnet. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. And you shouldn't have to bring her food out there, treat her like a second-class citizen because she has a bonnet on. Wait in the car. Get your ass in the car. Well, they say that half the restaurant is outside. A bonnet etiquette. I ain't got to like it or hate it, honey. I just defend your right to wear it. Focus on more important things, honey. We need bonnet etiquette classes. Yeah, Monique tried to. She tried to get that going, girl. Miss Monique, she saw the girls in the airport. She went off on the bonnets. Had got a whole publicity stunt out of the bonnets, right? Just attacking the children. Mm-hmm. These people get old and they got so much judgment about what everybody wears. But then when you go back and look at their season in life, or go back and look at their old stuff from when they're in their 20s, 30s, it's the same shit, child. Why are you wearing a micro mini skirt? That ain't something that they just made up here. Every few years, people start cutting their jeans up again. Fads, come and go. They cut their jeans all up in their ass and all that. And this does not only apply to what you call the low vibrational. They start doing, and I think that the tattoo thing is a reasonable comparison, right? Y'all know y'all thought tattoos was tacky and white people stuff, and everybody got a tattoo. Tattoo parlors doing fabulous work and raising their own fortunes by being a tattoo artist. Mm-hmm. Steph says, well, personally, I am tired of seeing bonnets, and let's not even talk about women wearing house shoes at the grocery store. You don't like the house shoes? You better think about what you're trying to do to me, or trying to do, think, then the time gonna let you set me free. Let's go back, and let's go way on back, way back when. I didn't even know you didn't do much more than think about time. Y'all remember Aretha Franklin in them house shoes with the Blues Brothers? Girl, that made the whole scene, honey. They added character to her. It would be much. She ain't got to have no $1,000 boots on, girl. Working in the was she working as a restaurant and as a waitress at the restaurant? It gave it sauce, honey. I've seen all kind of house shoes, girl. Some of them walking around with big ducks on their feet, girl. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. So maybe this is just a woman issue, right? But I could give a damn about somebody's if that's what they want to wrap their head up with, child. So does this also include wraps on your head? A lot of the African women are like the Africana style, and they have wraps on their head. Do you take those off as well, or do you determine? Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. That's when you're gonna have all your arguments in the restaurant, child. Because somebody gonna say, "Girl, what the fuck you mean? It's okay. I can't wrap my head up, but she can wrap hers up because you don't like bonnets." Walking around with PJs, slippers on outside. It's disgusting, says God before you. I don't get out enough, I guess. I ain't never seen none of this stuff, really. Or I never paid any attention to it, child. What about the Crocs? Would that work? Somebody asked about the Croc. You know that rubber shoe that they wear? It's got holes in it, and the back of them, I think, is out. Do Crocs have to be removed as well, child? When does the judgment stop? And then got the nerve to slide their feet when they talk when they want. You better think. But they can't help it, girl. Miss L7. If you're wearing house shoes out in the public, you got to scoot with them. Child, ain't got no back in them. They just hanging on by the front of the feet. Ooh, I just say, if you're going to have open toe shoes, you should have some cute feet though, honey. don't come out. A lot of restaurants don't allow even open toe shoes. Now, I don't know if they have people going around table to table checking out your feet or whatever. But if somebody complains about them, they also ask you, well, that is against our policy. Mm-hmm. Tim, those wraps aren't the same. Tim, those wraps aren't the same, and you know it. Now, let me guess, Monkey Mom, you happen to like wraps, right? You don't mind wraps at all. You wear them yourself. They got all kind of creative way to do the head. They got that little knot thing on the top and on the sides, and there are all kinds of things. But what's good for one's got to be good for all, though. Now you done sent the church ladies to hell, or at least out of your restaurant, right? How you going to enforce that, child? Crocs are very stylish. Now here y'all go. You can't wear house shoes, but you can wear Crocs. Why? Why? Aren't they the same thing? Are Crocs? I'm gonna order some Crocs. I can do it today. My friend was just telling me he wears them all the time. He said how comfortable it was. I said, well, hell, can I get some Crocs and walk my dog with them? Crocs are expensive. It makes all the difference because they're expensive. And also, the white people wear them too. Child, at one point, y'all gonna call the Crocs. That's gonna be a low class plastic shoes. Mm-hmm. Oh, Big C. She said at L7, it's called just plain trifling. Scooting around in shoes. Ankles all ashy. Girl, no, she didn't, girl. No, she didn't come up in here with them ashy ass ankles, girl. Pitiful. Well, this is an opportunity for you to teach your children, right? Because they got to know what it is you're talking about when you say how that disgusting it is, right? Look at that. It's disgusting. So they got to know what's disgusting. I'm older, Steph says. My mom always taught us, 3 sisters, to take pride in ourselves. We set our standard, not what's popular. I'm just old school and taught my daughters the same. Right. Take pride in how you. Well, some girls are very stylish, honey. They ain't going nowhere without all their makeup on, their hair done, and their cute outfits and all that. But you can't say everybody's going to be that way, child. Right? Some people just are concentrating on raising them 6 kids. Right? They go out the house looking like anything. I mean, come on. Let people pick their food up. God damn, it's so judgmental. Mm-hmm. No, I have 2 sisters myself, Steph. And my mama wasn't gonna have nobody out there in no house shoes. Well, that wasn't the thing then. House shoes and pajamas and all that kind of stuff. But sometimes people will go out and do their errands in their, pajamas and stuff. There was a fad for a while where men were wearing pajama bottoms out in the club. It's a real thing, honey. It came and went. Some things are gonna hold, and some things are not. I hate a lot of things about fashion. Hell, I hate those men. This is almost always small men who have these little monkey jackets on. They're supposed to be a suit coat, and the jacket barely comes past their waist. Look like a little monkey clothes, and they pay thousands of dollars for it. I think it looks horrible, right? I wasn't into those pointy ass shoes. Those shoes. You wear a size 10, but the shoes is a size 14 because it's all in that point. You can't get no toes up in that point, right? I thought they looked so crazy. I said, how can you walk? People walk in front of you, honey. You gotta kick them in their damn ankles. Thank you, Elsa. Oh, you gave me $10. That's so sweet. Thank you. Okay, so we still friends. Okay, I'm gonna tell them you were able to raise my blood pressure and make me laugh today. Yes, thank you for super chat. I'm glad I was able to entertain. These young people don't care what they've been taught. They're going up. They're opposing. They're learning to what's that word? They want to do the opposite of what is acceptable. I don't know what the fuck. I'm having a blank on the word. Rebellious. That's what a lot of it is. It's rebellion. Since you hate it, I like it. I want to wear it. Since you hate my pants pulled down, that makes me like it more. That's it's part of your rebellion. Some of my white friends try to criticize sometimes some of these people, some of these fashions they wear, black people's fashions, things like that. So you just don't understand. They are intentionally trying to be different, right? They want to own something for themselves in fashion. I'm just sorry. Next thing you know, they wearing the same damn thing. Rap music came out. Oh, rap music is low life. Ain't nothing but gangsters and criminals, right? Next thing you know, everybody, the whole damn audience is white people, right? Everybody listen to hip hop. Things change, baby. Let them change. What other insults do y'all have? I enjoy your insults. Draws ain't the same as shorts or swimwear. They said no swimwear, honey. You cannot come in there with no swim. They had a long list of all the do's and don'ts for their restaurant, child, before you eat them turkey legs. I would hate to be a child in that house with all them rules and regulations. But I do remember, I think in all generations, that the young people will still wear what they want to wear. Now, they're going to leave your house with the right attire. They're going to look right when they leave the house, right? But trust, they got something either hid in the bush, they got it in their backpack. These real strict parents will take that backpack. Give me that thing. See what's going on in here. So they got to hide theirs outside, honey, and change into what looks good on them or what they like. So I don't know the situation down at that restaurant, what's going on down there, child. It might be that things got out of control, child. I don't know. Maybe they're pushing back. They say, y'all, is going to hog wild. Y'all done turned our restaurant into a club. The woman said, this is a restaurant, not a club. Cover your ass up. Charles Dawson said, Tim, anytime you want to visit Houston, I'll take you to the Turkey Leg Hut so you can experience in real time. Can I wear my house shoes? I got them fuzzy ones. Charles Dodson. I'm gonna come up in here with my house shoes on, girl, and my bonnet. Right. Can men's wear bonnets? I see some of them men's in there wearing their hats. What's the difference? She probably got jealous, child. It might be some interpersonal stuff they had going on. But they're benefiting. Don't feel bad about these people. They are benefiting from the free publicity, right? People want to go out there and see what that's all about. It just increases their crowd, whatever. So they can come in draws. Long as they clean. Now, one thing I can't deal with is these skid marks in the draws. Excuse me. Could you get your ass out of my face? Sometimes I'll be out here in the subway, right? And if the subway is crowded, you'll see the old ladies sit in the front, right? That's what they're seating for old people. And you see the youngsters get on there, and their pants are all the way below their ass. And all of these are not middle-class kids doing this, right? A lot of these are street kids, and they got skid marks all in their drawers, all up in the old lady's face. She's sitting up there looking all uncomfortable, you know. He don't even look around to see if he's got his ass in. But when you're standing up on public transportation, child, your ass is right in her mouth. But I try not to judge. I said, well, I try not. Don't look at it, Timothy. Don't look at it, Timothy. The house shoes got to be fuzzy, child. To get them fuzzy ones, baby. And pink. My mom used to have them in pink, and I think aquamarine was a big color, girl. Oh, I can't stand that. Oh, you so tacky. Where did you go to school? Ooh. Gorilla says she wears dark underwear because it hides her skid marks. Oh my God, girl. That's not very enticing. That ain't gonna turn no man on. I mean, that smell is down. Ugh, never mind. Please stop. I'm at work. Do you have on the proper shoes, Dana? Now, ladies, I'll say this before I leave. Y'all know good and damn well that sometimes them high heels, honey, them high heel, y'all wear them high heels at church, and I've seen it over and over and over again. And as soon as you set yourself down, you done slid them high heels off under the chair and got on house shoes in church before you get happy and break your ankles, honey. Sometimes the lady just make the entrance, honey. That shit is hard. Sometimes it's hard walking in them shoes. So you have your house shoes in your purse. So if you ain't gonna wear them, why are they in your purse? You feel me? Ooh. You hate to see Jay Wilson draws. Ugh. Baby, ain't nothing sensual about no Jay Wilson. And when I think about all that skin, you can keep your drawers on, sir. Okay, Michelle Mitchell says, we love you, Tim. We still love you, Mr. Tim. Okay, I know. I lost the battle. The lady said, cover your goddamn feet. Don't come in here with no damn bonnet on. It's all low light. You're trash. You're trash. Heels are for walking in and looking good. Right. And then do you understand? You recognize that sometimes the ladies will slip them heels off and get right up in them house shoes in the service. Come on now. And then when they're ready to leave the church, they'll put their high heels back in and walk. Let me see you walk. Get in their car, back on with the house shoes. Y'all know good and damn well that some of y'all is driving with house shoes on. Then y'all gonna be all sedity about the house shoes. Flats in the purse. Okay, you gotta have flats. Okay, all right. Flats is a step up from the house shoes. I got you. Anyway, people, it's good to see y'all. I hope this is a wonderful new year. I hope that the people will allow you to wear what you want to wear, and you don't got to consult with nobody about what you buy with your money. All right, so have a good flats. Flats is the word for today. See y'all later.